Hey everybody, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to make this Caret beanie. And I have a tutorial out already that shows you how to make this stitch. But in this one I'm going to show you how to make it without having it increase. That way you have the stitch going directly up and down like this. Maybe you can see it a little better here. It has the same pattern as the shawl. So in this tutorial you're going to need a 5mm hook or size H hook for the US, and also you're going to need two different colors. I used worsted weight yarn, which is 4-ply for the US, 10-ply for Australia, and I used a darker color for both of these, but this one I reversed it. But typically I try to use the darker color for the rim of the hat. So just pick a color that you think goes well here, that's a little darker than the color that you use here. Because the lighter the color here, it should show up. Like a medium color seems to really show the stitch the best. So grab those things and let's get started. So to begin, let me get a little closer for you, hopefully not too close. And we're going to make a slip knot. Now we're going to begin round 1 by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. Now in this third chain that you just made, you want to double crochet 11, and then the 2 remaining chains will be our 12th stitch, because you want a total of 12 stitches. So double crochet in this third chain from the hook 11 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I know I say in the pattern to double crochet over the tail, and here I am forgetting to do that myself. It's important because you can pull it to tighten it later. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now go ahead and count your stitches. So we got the beginning chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So a total of 12 stitches. And to end round 1, you want to slip stitch in the top of the beginning chain 2. Now for round 2, you want to chain 2. You can pull this tight, by the way, if you like. So you want to double crochet in that very first stitch that you just slip stitched in chain 2. This will be your second stitch inside that first stitch. Now for all the rest of the 11 stitches, you want to put 2 double crochets in each stitch. We're doubling our stitches this round. So put 2 double crochets in each stitch around, and at the end of this round, count your stitches. You should have 24 stitches. At the end of row 2, you should have 24 stitches. Slip stitch in that beginning chain 2 and count your stitches. Make sure you have 24. So at the beginning of round 3, you're going to only chain 1, and you're going to find this chain 2 from round 2, and you're going to do a front post double crochet onto it. Front post double crochet is just working a double crochet onto the post. So then your next stitch, you want to put 2 double crochets in that same stitch. Then we're going to repeat that for the round. The very next stitch is going to be a front post double crochet, and if you're not sure which one to work your front post double crochet on, back up and just look the stitch that the double crochets are out of, then just go to the next, yarn over, pull up that stitch, and work a double crochet on there. And then the very next double crochet, you're going to put 2 double crochets in it. Then the very next post, put a front post double crochet, and you're going to repeat this all the way around. And at the end of this round you should have 36 stitches. Okay, for the end of round 3, we want to slip stitch in that beginning front post double crochet, because remember we did a front post double crochet on the chain 2, so that's our ending stitch now. So for round 4, you want to chain 1, and you're going to do a front post double crochet on the front post double crochet. And from now on, that'll always be how you start the row. You're going to be chaining 1 and putting a front post double crochet on that beginning front post double crochet. Now for the rest of the row, you're going to want to double crochet on the first double crochet, and then you want to double crochet in the space between the next 2 double crochets. You're going to put 2 double crochets there in that space in between, and then you're going to find your next double crochet, and you're going to put a double crochet in that stitch. Sorry, this tutorial yarn is pretty old. Then we're going to front post double crochet on the next post. So we just put a double crochet here, so this very next post we're going to work a front post double crochet, which is already a front post double crochet, so I guess we'll be working a front post double crochet on our front post double crochet, and that's going to be the repeat for this row. Sorry if my energy is a little low. I'm crocheting while the rest of the house is asleep, so I'm trying to be quiet. So the very next double crochet, you're going to put a double crochet, and then in the space in between we're going to put 2 double crochets. Then in the very next double crochet in the stitch, you're going to put a double crochet, and then front post double crochet on your front post double crochet. We do that again. We only have 2 double crochets in between our front post double crochets. We're going to put a double crochet in each one of those, and in between will be 2. In the space we'll put 2 double crochets, and you're going to want to do that for the rest of the round. Can be hard to put a double crochet in that second one, but just move your yarn over if you need to. So that's what the round is looking like so far. Go ahead and keep doing that to the end of the round. At the end of the round you should have 60 stitches. Okay, for the end of round 4, you'll slip stitch in the beginning front post double crochet. You should have 60 stitches. Now for round 5, like always, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to front post double crochet on the first front post double crochet of the round. Then you've got these 4 double crochets now. Now we're going to skip this very first. We're going to skip that very first double crochet, and we're going to front post double crochet on the next. Then in the very next space we're going to put a V-stitch, which will consist of 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Now the very next stitch after the space, you're going to put another front post double crochet, and then just like we did for the first double crochet, out of the 4 for the last double crochet we're also going to skip, which will bring you right back up to your front post double crochet, which you will do a front post double crochet on. You'll always put a front post double crochet on your front post double crochet, at least in the sections. So we're back up to the repeat again. We're back up to our 4 double crochets. Again, you're going to skip that first double crochet and front post in the next. And then in the space after the front post double crochet, you'll do your V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. The very next double crochet after the space, you'll put a front post double crochet. Skip the last double crochet and then front post double crochet on your front post double crochet. You'll do that for the rest of the round. Remember, always skip the first, front post on the next. In the space between, you'll put a V-stitch. And then the very next stitch, right after the V-stitch, you'll pick that post up and do a front post double crochet, skip the next, and then do a front post double crochet on your front post double crochet. And you should continue to have 60 stitches every round. So keep doing that for round 5, and I'll see you at the end. And you will always end with slip stitching in your very beginning front post double crochet. Okay, at the end of round 5, I slip stitch in the ending front post double crochet. And again, for round 6, we will begin by chaining 1 and front post stitch on the front post. Now we have a front post double crochet, then we have our V-stitch here, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and we have our front post double crochet here. Now we're going to skip this first front post double crochet, and into this first double crochet we're going to put a double crochet. And then in the chain 1 space of our V-stitch here, we're going to put a V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And then our, whoops, losing my hook here. Then the very next double crochet, we're going to put a double crochet. And again, we're going to skip that last front post double crochet here. And we're going to double crochet, front post double crochet on our front post double crochet. So we're going to skip that front post double crochet, that last one, and the first double crochet. Front post double crochet. So the 2 front post double crochets in between our front post double crochets, we're going to be skipping. We're going to be working only in the V-stitch itself. Put a double crochet, then in the chain 1 space of our V-stitch, we'll be putting a V-stitch, and then our next double crochet, we'll be putting a double crochet. Skip the last front post double crochet, and as always, front post double crochet in your line of front post double crochets here. And that's going to be the repeat of the round. So let's do that again. So again, we're going to skip that first front post double crochet, and we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet here. In the chain 1 space of our V-stitch, we're going to put a V-stitch. Then again, double crochet in the next double crochet. Skip the last front post double crochet here, and then front post double crochet on our front post double crochet. And repeat that again and again. Skip the first front post double crochet, and then double crochet in the double crochet. V-stitch in the chain 1 space of our V-stitch. Double crochet on the next double crochet. Skip the next front post double crochet, and front post double crochet on the next. And you're going to continue that all the way around for round 6. Again, you'll slip stitch to end your round in the beginning front post double crochet, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, we just ended round 6 by slip stitching in the ending front post double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1 for round 7, and we're going to front post double crochet on our first front post double crochet. Now we have our 4 double crochets again. Now we're going to be skipping this first double crochet and the last double crochet. We're only going to be working with our V-stitches here and the space in between. So you're going to front post double crochet on the front post double crochet. Then you're going to V-stitch in the chain 1 space in between, and then on the other post of the V-stitch, we're going to be putting a front post double crochet. Then you're going to front post double crochet on your front post double crochet. So again, skip the first double crochet and only working in the V-stitch. I'm going to put a front post double crochet on that first post. In the chain 1 space, we'll put another V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then the very next post here, I'm going to put a front post double crochet. Then you're going to skip this last double crochet and go right in and front post double crochet on your front post double crochet, and you're going to repeat that for the row. Skip the first double crochet and put a front post double crochet on the V-stitch there. In the chain 1 space of the V-stitch, you'll make another V-stitch by doing a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. The very next post of the previous row's V-stitch, you'll put a front post double crochet. Skip the last double crochet here and put a front post double crochet on the front post double crochet. Again, skip that first, front post double crochet on the next, V-stitch in the chain 1 space, then front post double crochet on the next. Skip the last double crochet here and front post double crochet, and you'll want to do that all the way around for round 7, and again end your row by slip stitching your beginning front post double crochet. Okay, that was the end of round 7. Now for round 8, you'll chain 1 and front post double crochet on your front post double crochet. Now for this row, you're going to put a front post double crochet on the next front post double crochet. So I can show you here. We have a front post double crochet, we have our V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then we have our V-stitch. That's what we're working with this round. So you want to put a front post double crochet on that first front post double crochet, and then you're going to put a double crochet in each of your double crochets. So we're not going to be doing any chain 1 in between. We're just going to put 1 double crochet in this double crochet. We're going to skip the chain 1. I'm going to go right into the next double crochet and put a double crochet, and then front post double crochet on this front post double crochet, and then front post double crochet on your next front post double crochet, the main one, and then we'll start that again. So you're going to front post double crochet on your front post double crochet. You're going to double crochet on your next 2 double crochets, skipping that chain 1 space, and as you can see, we'll have 3 front post double crochets in the row. The last double crochet here, the main double front post double crochet here, and then the front post double crochet here. So we'll have 3 double crochets in a row. Then you'll have double crochet, and then you'll start your 3 front post double crochets again. So front post double crochet, front post double crochet, front post double crochet. Then again you'll do your double crochet, skip that chain, then double crochet. Then again you'll start your 3 front post double crochets in a row, and you're going to want to continue this for the rest of the row, and again slip stitch in your ending front post double crochet to end your round. Okay, at the end of round 8, you should start to see your hat starting to curl up now. It's becoming the hat that, the tube part of the hat. And get to the end of the round, and then it's going to start repeating rows. So for round 9, you're going to be repeating round 6. And for round 10, you're going to be repeating round 7. For round 11, you're going to be repeating round 8. For round 12, you're going to be repeating round 6. Then for round 13, you're going to be repeating round 7. And then you should have this portion of your hat made. And it'll definitely be a hat. So after round 13, then you can place a marker, because you're going to be starting to make the brim of your hat. So I stopped doing this one after round 13. So now I'm going to be wanting to attach my new color. So I'm going to grab my darker color, and I'm just going to pull it through the existing loop that I already have. Pull that tight. Now for round 14, you're going to be single crocheting, and I'm going to get a little closer for you because there's a lot of stuff on around my screen right now. So you're going to single crochet into that first front post double crochet, and then you're going to be single crocheting in all your stitches around except for the chain 1 spaces. So this chain 1 space in between the V-stitch, you'll be skipping it, but in this next front post double crochet, you'll put a single crochet. In the double crochet, you'll put a single crochet, skip the chain 1 space, single crochet in the next double crochet, single crochet in your next front post double crochet, single crochet in the front post double crochet, single crochet in the front post double crochet, and then in the double crochet, skip the chain 1 space, a single crochet in the double crochet, and you're going to continue that all the way around, and I'll see you when you get back up to the beginning. Okay, for round 15, and again, you can cut the yarn. You're done with this color, but I'm keeping it because I'm not keeping the hat. So at the very end of round 14, you're going to be using the front loop only, and you're going to slip stitch. Now, the reason why we're only going to be using the front loop only is because we're going to be doing what's called the crab stitch. Maybe I should use the lighter color so maybe you can see it off the darker color. But you go ahead and you stay with the regular color. Hold on, let me adjust this. So I think I'm going to switch back to my lighter color just so you can see this a little easier. So we're going to be using the front loops only, and we're going to be going in reverse for the crab stitch. So you want to chain 1, and you want to find that first loop, and I usually go and grab it like this with my hook, grab up that first post, and then you'll do just a simple single crochet. Then you'll use your hook, hook up that next front post, or the front stitch only, and do a single crochet. Again, grab up that post, and you're going to be putting your, let me get a little closer, you're going to be grabbing it with your hook, going in between, and then you'll work your single crochet. Again, you're going to be grabbing up that first loop, front loop only, and doing a single crochet. Grab up that front loop only, and doing a single crochet. And you're going to continue to do this all the way around. And I'm going to switch back and do this with my dark color again. But again, you're just getting that first loop and putting a single crochet, and you're leaving this last loop alone because we're going to be using this next loop for round 16. So go ahead and do this all the way around, and I'll see you at the end of round 15. Okay, so at the end of round 15, you're going to find this, there's a big space here, but then you've got your very first crab stitch here. That's where you're going to slip stitch into. So slip stitch into that stitch, and then for round 16, you're going to chain 2. And now we're going to be using the back stitches. If you fold this back, see how the back loops kind of pop up back there? So find your very first one, which is here for me. And I'm going to do a double crochet worked in my back loop only. So you have a chain 2. That counts as your first stitch, so that would be your second. And continue to work in those back loops only. Double crochet in each back loop, and at the end of this round you should have 60 stitches. So continue to do that all the way around, and you can already start to see the separation of the crab stitch in front, and then your double crochets worked, giving that nice little texture. So continue to do that all the way around for round 16, and I'll see you back here for round 17. Okay, at the end of row 16, again, make sure that you count your stitches. Make sure you have 60. Once you do, you want to slip stitch in the top of the beginning chain 2 to end your round. Now for round 17, chain 2 and front post on this beginning chain 2. Now we're going to be alternating between front and back post. To do a back post, you're going to be coming in from the back and pushing that post to the back and then doing a double crochet on it. And when you do a front post, because again we're going to be alternating, so we did a back post, the next one will be a front post. We'll come in from the front, pull it forward, and then do our double crochet worked on the post. Again, back post will be if you come in from the back and push it back, you do a back post. And then again, front post, and you're just going to continue this all the way around for round 17, alternating front post and back post, front post and back post double crochets. So continue to do this all the way around, and I will see you back here at the end of round 17. Okay, so this is the very end of round 17. So I'm ending on a back post double crochet, and then you're going to slip stitch in the top of the front post double crochet. And now for rounds 18 through 20, so these are the last 4 rounds. You're going to be doing them exactly the same. You'll chain 1, you will front post double crochet on your front post double crochet, and you will back post double crochet on your back post double crochet. And you'll continue to do that all the way around. Front post double crochet on your front post double crochet and back post double crochet on your back post double crochet. And I can show you just like we did here, and it will create a ribbed version. And you can make this as long as you want it. If you want it to be more than just 18 through 20, you can make it thicker. It's completely up to you. But that will be the end of the hat. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. If you like this tutorial, please help me out and hit the like button. Comment down below. Tell me that you liked it. Tell me that you're making it. Come check me out where I'm the most active on my YouTube community. I'm active, and also from Facebook I'm pretty active. I like to share other people's patterns and stuff. So you can check me out over there. And that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching.